Hi everybody. I don't have my microphone, so I'm gonna talk quick and just say hi. I'm in the park. It's a lovely warm day here, and there, that's better. Just welcome to Sewing Up Style. Today we are doing the You Asked For It video, and I will continue with the pattern review after I get back to my sewing room where I have all my information. It was just so pretty here. I wanted to say hi first here. I'll be back with you in just a minute, okay? Hello everybody. Welcome to the sewing room portion of this video. Thank you for coming along for the journey of today. We are discussing McCalls 8212 because you asked for it. So this won by a landslide, and I was happy. I really was excited to be able to make up this dress. I actually did not have to make it any longer. It was very long. It's very long. You'll see in the reveal. I made it up just as it is. Except for I made some cuffs for it. A couple of videos ago, I explained how much I hate those elastic cuffs. They drive me crazy, and so I just made some of my own, and I will address that here in just a little bit. But first, I want to say that there is nothing bad I can say about this pattern. I really liked it. It was super easy. It was only 6 pieces. The directions were pretty good. There was just nothing. That's my review in a nutshell. It was really a nice pattern, fast, very beginner friendly. So if you are just starting out in sewing or you want a win on a dress, definitely this would be a pattern for you. I made a large. I made it straight as it was. I didn't change the seams at all. I kind of was afraid it would be too big, but I actually think it fits pretty nicely. It is a large is a 16-18, and so I don't know why I thought I might need to make it smaller, but I didn't. It fits good. It's made out of a linen rayon. It's really nice. This is one of the ones that I showed you guys a couple of months ago, and it's so soft and nice. I really like it. There was a little bit left over, so you might see that come back in a little bit. It has pockets, and when I put the pockets in, I sewed them to the seam down before I put them into the dress, and that actually seemed to work better than trying to, sew edge stitch, because the pockets are staying in the dress because they're sewed to the little edges of the seam before I did the seam. So it seems to be laying much better. I might do that in the future. However, I am not, in my next dress, I am not going to put the pockets in. I just didn't want to. Maybe I should though. We'll see, because hopefully you'll come back next week and you will see. This is my project for next week. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a little bit too. So altogether, the hardest part about this was putting in the placket, which was not difficult really at all. And then these gathering stitches, in the directions it says to gather between the small dots, and it took me, maybe it wouldn't take you, but for some reason it took me a little bit to figure out what they meant. They meant to go from here around to here. And so what I did was I just broke it up into from here to the seam, from the other side of the seam to the next seam, and into little chunks, and that seemed to make it gather a little bit nicer. And then I pressed it. I did have some problems on the shoulders, but I don't think it's bad at all. After I pressed it especially, it looks pretty good. This is not maybe the best style for me, but I really like, as I've been wearing this dress this morning, it's really been growing on me. I wish I didn't have this long sleeves because I could wear it today, but it is way too hot to wear it. But I will have a very nice fall dress, and so I'm looking forward to wearing it more once the temperatures drop back down. Has it been really hot where you're at? I think it's really hot everywhere. The last 2 days it's been up towards like 100 here with 40–50% humidity, which means you walk outside and you're just automatically condensated. It's not really sweating. It's like condensation. It's just onto you. You can even see in the reveal photos or video that I'm kind of a little sparkly. I'm a little shiny because it just gets so hot. But if it is hot where you are, hopefully you're able to stay in and stay cool. And so that's a plus. It's an inside sport. Okay, talking about the cuffs. I made the cuffs by circling, like measuring around my hand, making sure I could get them into the cuff. And then I added on the seam lengths. I made a big rectangle, and then I just sewed it on, and it went on very well. It was so easy. And then I just gathered to match the cuff instead of making the casing and then putting the elastic in, because that's what you're supposed to do. I have mentioned before how much I hate those elastic casings, and this is so much better. So yeah, that's it. It was easy. I don't know if I mentioned already, but it took me maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to cut it out, mostly because there's a lot of fabric because it's a longer dress. And then it took me maybe 4 or 5 hours to sew it up. I did that in the evenings after I got done with work, and it was nice. It was good. I recommend it, especially if you want just a real casual, loose-fitting, comfy dress to wear, you know, when you're doing errands, or if you're hanging out at home and you just want to wear a dress, because it's really flowy and cool, especially if you use the linen. Anyway, okay, so let's do the reveal. Here you go. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know, what are some things that you've been working on? Do you think this style of dress would be something that you would want to make for yourself? Do you have this pattern? Have you made this dress? Let me know what your experiences were in the comments if you wouldn't mind. And then next week I am going to be doing an impromptu collaboration with Zelda Sews. I noticed in her last haul video that she had gotten the Know Me pattern that I had recently gotten and that I was itching to make up. And so I just reached out real quick and was like, hey, you want to do this? And she said that she would be happy to we're really kind of just making it at the same time. I kind of encroached on her making of it and was like, can we do it together? So she very nicely said yes. So that's what's coming up next weekend. And then the weekend after that, I will be doing the I saw it, I liked it, I made it video. So yeah, thank you so much again, and you guys have a good weekend, well, rest of the weekend, and a very good week, and I will see you next weekend. Thanks, bye.